These were dark times for the people of God, and this is how the prophets described how the world was when Jesus would arrive, or how the world would be when Jesus would arrive. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 2, the people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. Those who dwelt in the land of deep darkness, on them a light has shined. How dark were the times that surrounded Jesus' birth? These were times of deep darkness. Pain, suffering. The same word is used in Psalm 23, verse 4, a verse that probably many of you could recite, you're familiar with. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of what? Death, or deep darkness, I will fear no evil. Try to think about some of the worst times in history, times of genocide, of corruption, times of wicked rulers oppressing the poor, times of great famine, suffering. Jesus was born at a time like that. Herod ordered the murder of all children under 2 years old in Bethlehem. Thousands of children probably murdered. The nation of Israel was in spiritual darkness. There was corruption, hypocrisy. Everything seemed absolutely hopeless. It was as if the people constantly lived under death's shadow. We didn't know when it was going to come, when everything was just going to be over. And that's what Zechariah, the priest, that's what his experience was. Corruption within the church, death looming over him outside the church. And yet when Jesus was born, he sings, it's like the sun is rising now. I can see my surroundings. I can feel its warmth. We can sometimes feel hopeless, discouraged. The Advent season, brothers and sisters, calls us to have hope even when we feel like death is looming over us. We are reminded of the visitation of God to earth. Jesus, the sunrise from on high.